Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Welcome everybody to Evelution Podcast with your girl, your host, Evelyn Juarez. And we got somebody really special here. His name is...
It's your boy Chris Rocha.
Look at us.
Hey, hello.
And for those who don't know, we do have a DJ in the back. His name is Jacob Juarez, my fine husband. Thank you so much, Christian, for being here. Shout out
Appreciate
to you.
Shout out to... Oh, we got a camera over here, so just...
Oh, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. For those who don't know, we're going to be live on YouTube as well. So if you want to watch us to see how crusty we look, please check out our YouTube. It's called Evelution Podcast. So you can see all of our podcasts live. I guess some people like that. Do you like that?
Yeah, I watch a lot of podcasts live.
A lot of people don't know that we grew up in the hood, bro.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about it.
About what? The fact that you grew up in the hood?
No,
I grew up in
you
Highland
grew up-
Park, girl. I know what you're talking about.
Get out of here. For those who don't know, Highland Park is a very affluent place, somewhere that I do not feel comfortable going.
No, it's too good for us.
Yeah,
we don't deserve to be up there for sure.
I think their rent is like my mortgage, honestly.
Nah, it's way more than that. It's like your car payment, your mortgage. Yeah. We grew up in the hood, man. I grew up in Pleasant Grove. People who know what Pleasant Grove is
PG. That's
pretty,
where I grew up
It's pretty bad
too.
out there, bro.
Bro, look, let me tell you something. I grew up in Oak Cliff. For those who don't know, Oak Cliff, that's my hood. Put it in your face. Get that understood?
For those
A
of
lot
you,
of people don't know.
For those of potential brands that wanted to bring her on but are changing your mind, she's not serious, I promise.
No. I was born in the hood, but I went to college.
Yeah.
So that really changed my life.
Community doesn't count.
You're so ugly. You know those fake colleges where you would pay to go to, like,
No,
to get
I
a certification?
don't.
Like Cambridge.
You find out you
this
got a fake social too, girl.
No, Concord. You know Concord College, like these fake colleges that they would come and promote them at Skyline.
I wouldn't call them fake. I don't know if they are fake.
They're fake because they
Are
don't
they?
transfer.
Oh,
Yes.
they're not fake.
Look at them. Look at
I ain't
them.
trying to get sued, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, okay, they are fake because their
Yeah.
credits don't transfer to any university.
Okay.
So now
I
you
was
trying
like,
to defend. Christian's like, I went to one of
Hey,
those.
for real, my sister graduated from
Oh,
there. She's
dang.
culinary art school. Like I
Oh, my
said.
bad, my
Nah,
bad.
I'm
No,
just
no,
kidding.
culinary is
She's
different.
a phlebotomist.
Oh, okay.
Well, she graduated, but she's not doing that for a living. But
Oh, okay. But anyways, back to the point.
anyways,
This is so random. The reason
My
why
bad,
I was
my
saying that is because I was in Skyline. For those who don't know, shout out to Skyline High School.
Yeah.
I graduated from there. You did too, right?
yeah. Obviously,
I'm
same
surprised
class
he
and
even
everything.
graduated. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
right. It took me a minute. I was kind of behind on a lot of classes, but I made my way.
Kinda?
For sure. I was, dude. I was bad. I was bad in high school. No, I went to EB Comstock. If anybody knows where EB Comstock is, Pleasant Grove, like that's like the hood. So I went to Burleson.
Yeah.
That's like the hood by Loop 12. And
Bro,
then,
anything by Loop 12.
anything by Loop 12 is
the
bad,
hood.
bro. It's intense. I faked my way. Did any of you didn't do that?
Wait,
Like,
do what?
You use a fake address to go to a different high school?
Oh, bro, they ain't not me about to admit to a crime. I did.
I did, bro.
That's when I went to the all white people school that I went to. So yes, bro. So you use a different address.
Yeah. I used a different address in high school, bro. It was because in high school you could only go to Skyline, which is considered an academy.
Yeah.
If you're smart or it was your homeschool. So my mom was like, "Hey, mijo, you ain't that smart." So we got to make it your homeschool, and she used the family's a relative's address, and I was able to make it.
Let me tell you the truth. I did go to the magnet part of the high school, and then the last year I got out, and it was voluntary.
You got out of what?
I was doing like the floral, and then I did like the little car mechanic thing. What is it called? The little body shop?
Mechanic?
No, the body shop. They were doing
The body shop
painting.
is called the body shop.
Yeah, well, the body shop. That's what I did. Body shop and floral. Not me out here arreglando flores. I don't know what I'm going to title this, y'all. This is really random. But because this is the first podcast, I want you guys to get to know who I am, who our people who are coming here are. And I just want y'all to, like, get to know the fact that I'm not a professional. So if y'all out here, they going to be
Everybody's
like,
we know.
we know. Y'all going to hear us stutter. Y'all are going to hear us blabble a lot. But I always wanted a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why.
You got it.
I would see these people
And you got
on
your
YouTube.
man's DJing
Bro,
in the
look
back.
at
Look at
it.
that.
Bro, dreams do come true,
Bro,
kids.
is that right? We made it, mom.
Not me.
Yeah.
No, for real. I always wanted to have a podcast. I'm gonna tell you why. I never have friends. I don't know about you, but I love to talk. So I just talk to myself, and I'm like, how can I express this to other people? Wait, that sounds
the
like
story's getting worse,
schizophrenic.
right? Yeah, the story's getting a little bit worse. You're like, okay, I wanted a podcast and I have no friends, and I talk to myself. I'm schizophrenic. We're supposed to be here, girl. Where we at? No, yeah, I get you. I'm the same way, but I'm glad that you finally, have your podcast now. So it's thank you for having me.
No. Thank you for being part of it. I'm sure the
Hey,
people.
thank you for being the only guy who signed up for it. The only guest who wanted to
For
stop
real.
by. No, yeah.
Nobody wanted to be on here, and I had to force Christian to be on here.
it was very impromptu. Very like fast forward. So
Bro, we
That's
literally
crazy.
planned this mug in like 2 days, right?
that's right, Jacob. The day before.
No, Friday
We talked about it
night.
Friday, yeah.
Bro, this
Yeah.
is the one thing I will tell you guys about Christian. When Christian tells me, let's do something, he motivates me to get it done in like a day or two. Bro, that's the one thing. I hope I motivate him to buy a shower curtain. For those who
dude,
don't
for
know,
real.
you still haven't bought it?
No, I haven't, bro. I haven't showered yet. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen,
yeah,
if
so
you
I just moved into my apartment,
Yeah.
and I made the mistake of going live with Evelyn and showing her viewers my apartment, and I have no shower curtains because I just moved in. Everybody was making fun of me.
Yeah,
Right,
well,
no, she was
how do you
making
take
fun
a
of me.
shower? Like,
With water? No, I mean, I just make sure that, I take sponge baths, No, the water doesn't really fall out of my shower.
It's not helping you.
Just to give people context, I don't have shower curtains because I just moved into my apartment.
Yeah.
And she thinks I don't shower because, I don't know, for
Yeah.
some strange reason.
I'm just
For some
telling
strange reason.
I'm just telling you I'm sitting at a distance.
COVID.
But anyway,
COVID.
COVID.
Yeah. No, but I'm glad you were able to get this done.
Bro, for real, I'm gonna tell you the one thing. When you got just that one person believing in you, like that changes your life. Jacob has
out
done
to
that for
Jacob.
me, and then
Yeah.
Christian, low key, I'll give him some credit.
Yeah, but
has done, believed in me, even though I never believe in him.
For real, bro. Hey, every time I ask for a favor, I'm too busy. Nah, if y'all could see everything in the background, bro.
Oh my gosh,
Professional, bro.
bro,
Top tier.
not,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
y'all think it's
El
professional?
DJ, he's like a model from like the Vogue magazine, bro. Hey, we're gonna show you.
Take off the shirt. Take off the shirt.
Whoa. How many friends do you have? Do you still have
I literally don't
that
really
were
have
from?
any friends from the
No,
hood.
you don't.
Like I have acquaintances that I talk to, right? But I don't have,
have
friends from the hood.
friends?
I'm gonna tell you why. Oh, that's sad.
It's like,
Let me
oh,
tell you
man.
why. Okay,
Yeah.
my mom always told me never have friends. It sounds so sad. It sounds so sad.
Is that true, bro?
He told
wow.
me
Your
have
mom said that?
Yeah, my mom told me only have acquaintances, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because one time in middle
What's your
school,
mom's name?
bro, no,
No.
that's too much to say.
Señora, la mamá de Evelyn, por favor, déjela tener amigos. Look how she turned out,
Bro,
man.
she
Needs friends.
traumatized me,
No,
bro.
yeah, but she must have had a reason.
No,
right?
this is the reason I'm
Okay,
about to
talk
tell
to-
you.
all right, let's go.
In middle school, I had a
Pull out
lot
the
of
tissue,
friends.
guys. We're gonna cry. What was her story, dude? She must have had to gone through something traumatic
Okay.
to tell you that.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
she just didn't want me to be hurt because okay, look, I'm an
real
outspoken
deep,
person.
right?
I have a lot of friends. The problem was that in middle school, I played every sport, so I had a lot of
Yeah.
friends. And one time, some kids tried to poison the teacher, and they did.
Oh, what school you go to,
They li-
girl?
We went to Lang Middle School.
Oh, damn.
in the hood,
Wait,
bro.
where's Lang?
Lang is literally right there by
Lang
Garibaldi.
sounds like slang, bro. Like
Yeah,
you get
exactly.
you
You know by
tell-
Garibaldi?
Oh yeah,
Right
yeah.
across the street, bro.
You're right there, buddy. You're right by the strip club.
Exactly.
Highway. How do I know that?
No,
Sorry,
no, not the
sorry.
strip club.
Sorry. I heard there's a strip club.
Excuse
by
me,
your-
Christian. What do you mean?
That's crazy, right? There's a strip club by your high school.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
I know it's the hood.
By the middle
By
school.
the middle. Even worse, dude.
Bro, it's a middle school. So I went to that middle school,
Yeah.
bro. I played every sport. And these kids poisoned the teacher while she walked out. We didn't really like her. That's a story
she
for
die?
another day. No,
died?
because she tasted, they put this stuff, they put expo marker spray in her drink. They put alcohol, they put spit, they put gum, they put like a whole bunch of chemicals
What did you
into
put in
her
there?
thing.
Don't lie. Okay,
I didn't
never
put
mind.
nothing.
Don't
I didn't put
incriminate
nothing.
yourself. Tell me later.
Let me tell you what happened.
Yeah.
Some of the girls that I play basketball with
Yeah.
that I would consider my friends threw me under the bus.
They blamed it on you.
Bro, they said I had put stuff on there too.
Man, let me find out you got a
Bro.
you got a case.
Bro, no. Tell me why the police.
No wonder you have that ankle monitor, girl. I was wondering why. I was like, why she got an ankle
Bro,
monitor?
don't
walking
say that.
in here?
I'm not
bad,
supposed to be over here.
Sorry,
my
sorry.
probation officer.
Parole officer, it's not an ankle monitor. It's a mini fridge. She carries a mini refrigerator. It's a mini fridge that she has. My bad, bro.
Bro, tell me why I literally was taken to the office with officers, bro. They took all of us with officers to the principal office. And the only reason why I didn't get in trouble was because the principal, I was a kiss up. Like, you know?
A what?
Like a suck up.
Kiss up? I never heard that term.
Like kiss up, suck up. Like I guess like I went out of my way to be a good kid.
PG-13. This is a podcast for
bro, no, that sounds
sorry.
No, that sounds wrong.
What she meant to say is,
no. Listen, what I meant to say.
It sounded a little wrong, bro. I wasn't even. I was like, what?
Why are you thinking wrong?
No, I'm just saying.
You know what? We're gonna go in prayer for Christian over here. Jesus, please help him. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Back to the story.
Anyways, but continue. My bad.
Tell me why I'm in there, and she's like, I know you wouldn't. But who did it? I was like, dang, she wanted to snitch on them.
Did you snitch?
No, I didn't snitch.
Damn, she was
bro, that's the one thing in the hood you can't snitch, bro. I wasn't gonna get jumped. Bro. Let's be honest. Yeah, I wasn't gonna get jumped, bro. They were gonna jump me if I snitched on them.
I used to snitch on everybody, bro. I didn't care.
I was like, I was doing my homework. I was just watching.
Yeah.
I knew everybody that put that stuff on there.
What was it? What's his name?
Bro, there was like 7 kids who did it.
You know them?
Bro, I can't remember them now. But okay, so tell me why the principal.
Hey, they're watching from prison right now.
That was me.
They're watching from jail. Yeah, she's snitching on you now, I guess.
Bro, the teacher didn't want to press charges.
Yeah.
So we all got away with it, but we all got ISS for 3 days. And
people don't know what ISS is.
Okay, ISS is like literally when you're in a room.
It's called in-school suspension. Right?
Yeah, you're in a room and they literally don't let you go to your classes and you basically do all your homework in that room.
That's crazy, right? It's kind of like a mini prison.
It's a little jail,
like,
bro.
Yeah, it's crazy right now to think about it. No,
it's like a timeout, but like an all-day timeout.
Because you have to go like. I was in ISS a whole bunch of times, but so I know like the back of my hand. Like you go in there, it's like very cold. You're secluded. Like the desks are like by the wall.
Oh my god! Yes, you have to be all the windows
the
are wall.
Like blacked out and
no TV, no sound, no nothing. You can't even talk to each other.
They make you like never mind.
No, say it.
No, well, I remember that they would make us like write over and over like I did not do it or I should not.
I had to write 500 words of saying I will not do this again or something like that. Yeah,
this is creepy stuff, bro.
Yeah, not even gonna lie, bro. That is hella creepy. Anyways, back to the point. So after that moment, my mom was like, "You see, esas friends que tenías, esas amigas, weren't your friends."
Yeah.
She's like, "Don't ever have friends. You only have acquaintances because the same friends will backstab you." Damn. After them, bro, I have been traumatized. I couldn't call people my friends because she'll be like, "You don't have friends. It's acquaintances."
That's pretty deep, bro. And since then, that's when you started wearing eyelashes. She said, "I'm gangster." You don't realize when you're young. I guess when you're young, you're kind of like, you think everybody's your friend. You think everybody's going to be there. You're ride or die. And you're just, even in relationships, bro, you think you're in love. How many times, bro? I've been in love like 20 times, bro.
Oh, we're going to have to do a podcast about that.
No, but I think it's one of those things that you don't realize until you start getting older. You really start seeing, okay, this person was a real one, you know, and you start realizing that the people that stick around are mainly the people they want to keep around, especially when they don't expect anything from you.
Exactly.
You know? And I think even me as I'm getting older, bro, I thought about this. Funny you brought it up because I thought about it the other day and I was like, I turned 27 this month and I'm like,
damn, look at you.
Real. How do you, Jacob? Oh yeah, estamos igual.
He's 29. No estamos igual. Tú estás más para allá.
Yeah. He's 29, bro. What are you talking about?
You, bro.
No, how old are you?
I'm 25, bro. And then we graduated the same year. That's your problem.
Yeah, I was kind of behind, guys. Anyways, moving on.
I graduated early. Tell us the story.
Anyways, but what I was saying is that I was thinking about the other day. I was like, you know, I'm turning 27 this year. I'm taking a close look at my circle. Yeah. Right? And I'm thinking like, okay, you know what? How many people are still around? And you kind of start realizing like, dude, there's not a lot of people that that are around that you grew up with. You know, and I think that's normal.
How many friends do you have that you can say you have right now?
I think friends that I would be able to hit up. I mean, I don't have communication with people all the time, but I think there's like a handful, about 5, 6, or 7 people that I know that are friends either from high school, some buddies that I went to the gym with and things like that. But for the most part, everybody's married. But I know if I were to hit them up, they'd be down there. they would be down to hang. Yeah, dude, I need to get married, bro.
If anybody is trying to be a Christian's wife, please hit us up. Applications, he's taking them. Bro. If you see that, that's a tear.
I'm taking sugar.
That's a tear. It's not allergies. It's a tear coming down his face.
Sugar moms, too.
Sugar mamas. There was this dude at our church, this older man. And I remember it was 3 of us best friends. And we grew up together, bro, from the womb up, right? And we're best friends. We have best friend necklaces, everything. I remember in the church lobby, this dude one day told us, he's like, y'all are out here saying you're best friends? And I'm like, yes. He's like, tell me that in 10 years. Bro. Tell me if I'm still friends with all of them. I'm only friends with one of them, and we're kids, and we thought we were going to be best friends forever.
Yeah. I mean, I think it comes with age, you know? I think when you're young.
I was like, dang, he did us wrong.
Bro, he tore you
Knock on wood.
Bro, this ain't wood, girl. This is marble. Sorry, guys. We got a good studio here.
My bad, bro.
And just to point out, the studio here, this is not a set location, right?
Yeah.
So she's going to be hopping around a little bit.
If you guys have a house or a place that I can see.
Or a car. No, I think back to the no friends. Yeah. And then the thing about it, though, I feel, I mean, I don't know if you experience the same thing, but the older you get, the harder it is for you to actually make true friendships. And there's people, for example, let's say me, like I don't have any kids. I'm single and I'm on the market. Now I'm just kidding. Look at that. This video is sponsored by Christian
This is the third time he says that.
And I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I joke around about it.
Tinder, please sponsor this.
Nah, for real. They gonna hit me up. We matchmaker. No, I joke around about it a lot just because, I mean, I don't know. It's funny to me.
He copes with his pain that way, just in case y'all didn't know.
Tears make it.
No, but for real, at the end of the day, it's better to surround you with nobody at all than fake friends.
I was talking to one of my friends, and I was telling her, I was like, you know what? I think I'm at the point in my life where, like, I start treating friends almost like investment. If you were to get all your money out of the bank that you have now, and I know it's probably like $7 for you, but no, I'm just kidding. It's all of us, bro.
It's $8.50. What you mean?
For real. No. But let's say, like, if you were to give the option to, like, hey, put your money where you're getting something in return, or put some money where you're not getting anything, what would you do? Put your money where you're getting something.
Yeah, put your time and your money.
Exactly.
There.
And the way I see it with friendship, it's like, you want to make sure that the energy, your time is your biggest investment. The energy is matched. Yeah, exactly. And your time is your biggest investment. So if you're constantly spending time texting, spending time going out, hitting this person up, and you're not getting anything in return, at least the bare minimum, it kind of puts you in a position where, like, okay, well, what am I actually getting?
What am I doing?
You know, and you spend a lot of time, and sometimes people don't really appreciate the certain aspects that you give of yourself, like your time and things like that. She's looking at me like, bro, I know that face, dude. Like, every time I'm saying something serious, I know the face she makes, like she's about to laugh at me, bro. I'm like, dang, bro. Oh, but do you get what I'm saying? Is like you have to make sure that people aren't necessarily like monetary investments, but you want to invest your time and your energy in the right people. Yeah. You're not expecting anything back, I'd say, but you want to make sure that they're matching you at least to the level where they're making you feel appreciated. That it's worth your time. Exactly, yeah.
Besides our trauma of not having friends and stuff like that, it sounds so lonely. Hey, if y'all want to be my friend, please hit me up on DM, and I'll try to respond as fast as I can. Bro, but talking about, yes, I do. All of my DMs are flooded. Sorry, y'all. I gotta respond to you. I don't even respond to my mom. So y'all,
I promise you, Evelyn's not taller than me. She just looks taller than me because of the angle, bro. I just noticed that.
Bro, I don't look taller. It's just my head, bro. So growing up in the hood, listen, did you ever have a school fight?
I did, bro. I fought a principal, the assistant principal. Yeah. No, it was. This was in middle school.
Wait. Okay, explain. So tell us about your fight.
Principal. Yeah.
The grown adult.
Like assistant principal.
Bro, yeah. No way. Why?
I'll tell you about this. Bro, I was very bad, dude, when I was little. Like, so let me tell you to what extent what I did to not get in trouble, because I didn't get in trouble. So in middle school, I was bad altogether. Like, I was very like defensive, trying to fight people. Mm-hmm. And I remember that the principal, there was this one principal. He's like a little bit. He was like my height. I was short back then. I'm still not short, but you know, I was shorter back then, and he was about my height. So I kind of felt like I could take on him. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man,
he said post up.
Yeah. And then he was one of those assistant principals that would be very physical, and he would, like, if you're running down the hall, he'll grab you by the shirt.
Bro, that's not okay either.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I hope no teacher grabs my daughter, because then I'm finna go drag her. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and he'd done that to me a couple times, and then one time I just wasn't having it. And then, like, I shoved him into the lockers, and then he obviously couldn't hit me. Well, he could have, but he probably didn't want to get fired. Yeah. So he grabbed me by, like, my arms, like that.
But he still was physical with you.
Oh, snap. You know.
Oh, my God.
Shaking my head.
Stole this.
Nah, bro. They didn't take it off.
Bro, y'all gotta watch this. I looked down and I was like. Hold up. Sorry that we interrupted the story. We just saw. Y'all gotta go to YouTube and watch this.
Christian
has the tag, the little.
Es que la voy a regresar.
Hey,
I'm gonna give it back later. No, you know what? I just realized that.
Let me find out you stole that mug.
Nah, bro. Target. No, I feel inside.
Dang, y'all, we got a criminal.
The alarms were ringing when I went to Guitar Center right now. I was like, why is it ringing?
You're like, why is it ringing?
Yeah, no, we're good though. Yeah, so he grabbed me by the arms, and then I was like, I started pushing him, and I swung a couple times, but I couldn't fight, so I missed.
Wait, did you hit him?
I missed.
You missed both.
Yeah.
Stop. Don't be lying. Did you hit?
I'm sorry, assistant principal. Yeah, I punched him.
Damn,
yeah, I hit him,
bro.
but
wait, was it a good hit? Like, kind of show us real quick.
Bro,
no, show us real quick. No, bro, so people can tune in. So they can see.
No. Like, so I swung at him, and then
right or left?
I forgot, bro.
Oh, okay.
I forgot. But anyways, the point is that, dude, I knew that I was gonna get suspended, bro.
Yeah.
And the thing about it, like, I grew up in the hood, and my mom was very strict. So if I messed up at school, bro, like, she would beat the crap out of me with love. So I was scared, and I was like, damn, how am I gonna do it so I won't get suspended? And I was like, okay, what if I make up this story that, he attacked me and this and that? So in my mind, I'm like, well, what proof do I have? So I remember that he grabbed me from the arm, and I had like very minimal scratches. Like, hold on, I started scratching myself, dude.
No,
and I started making hickeys. I started making hickeys on my arms, bro.
You're so
I promise you, I started making hickeys on my arms, and I made my arm all purple.
Him sucking his arm.
I was, dude. I was in the principal's office, making hickeys, because in my mind I was like, okay, if I make everybody else think that he bruised me up, like I was just worried about getting suspended.
Yeah.
And I hope the principal wasn't watching this. I don't know if he got in trouble for it, but hey, watch the principal. He got fired, and he's in jail right now because of it.
Bro, because they would have told you if you were.
Yeah. So I got out of trouble, and I said, hey, the principal saw the hickeys.
Yeah.
He thought there were bruises, and he thought that the assistant principal had really crossed the line, but it was me.
Dang, he's been a scammer since day when he stole this mug and did hickeys on his arm.
Yeah, it was,
bro.
But this is exclusive, huh? Nobody knows this story. Nobody knows the story except the assistant principal and I. You guys,
the assistant principal, you rocked him. Yeah. Wait, he called your dad?
Yeah, he called my mom and my dad.
What did he say?
They didn't really care. My dad was like, ¿Le pegaste, mijo? And I was like, yeah, Dad. He's like, okay, está bien.
He said, está bien?
He was proud of me, bro.
Dang. Look, low-key, I will tell you this. I would be proud of my daughter if she rocks somebody.
Nah, I'm kidding. My dad wasn't proud. He beat the crap out of me, too.
No, for real. If somebody hits my daughter, right?
Yeah.
Yo no me voy a dejar que se quede ahí, because my mom would be like, don't get in fights or whatever, pero defiéndete, right? But the same way with my daughter, like, if somebody comes for her, I want her to, like, whip them. Yeah. I'm going to tell you why, because I don't want her coming home beat up. That's going to hurt me more.
That's true.
So at the end of the day, like, if you're going to get in a fight, children out there, make sure you drag them and don't start the fight. You know what's the funniest? Yeah. The kids that would always start the fight in high school would lose. Yeah. Right? All the time.
Did you ever get into fights? You got into fights in high school?
No, not really, bro. I never really got into fights because people were afraid of me, because, I'm thug life. Like,
Man, we did go to high school together. I got a few stories if y'all want to know. They would bully her, put her in the lockers and stuff.
I tried to not do any fights or anything like that. I mean, I did get in a couple fights, like verbal or like shoving, but nothing like swinging. But this one time, bro, this girl, bro, she had a broken arm and her hip had dislocated. She had been in a horrible accident, and I think that got to her head. Like, maybe she wasn't okay.
Hold on. Before we continue, you're telling me that you beat on a disabled girl?
No.
She bullied a disabled person, bro. Cancel Evelyn.
Bro,
Cancel
hear
her
the
right
story.
now.
So tell me why this girl comes and she's like, "You're Maria. You used to make fun of me when I was in middle school."
Maria.
Yeah, she said my name was Maria, and that I used to. Name. That was not my name. And I'm like, bro, that's not my name. And then she's like, you used to.
That's the name on your fake social security card, right?
Bro,
No,
on my green card.
Okay, go ahead.
No. So tell me why. She's like, you're Maria. You used to make fun of me when I was in elementary school. Yeah. Tell me why. I'm like, bro, I'm not Maria, and I never made fun of you. We never went to the same elementary school. Like, no. Tell me.
This was in high school?
Middle school.
Oh, okay.
8th grade. Okay. So tell me why this girl swings at me. Okay, she has a broken arm, a cast like right here, bro. Uses her left hand. She has her right hand on the cast. Uses her left hand, swings, and hits me on the cheek. I'm like, It was the softest hit though. I've been hit worse by my mother, by my siblings. Like
Bro, she got knocked out. Hey, she's adding to the story. She got rocked, bro. She got knocked out.
Bro, she literally like it was a love tap, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, I literally looked at her and I
Is
was
this
like,
the kind of love you're
"Sis."
used to? She said love tap, like she was used to it. It was a love tap. I'm used to it.
Dang, coming from an abusive house. Okay.
Next episode, the depressed life.
If y'all want to get into that more, I'll let y'all know. So tell me why. I looked at her straight in the face and I was like, if you don't get out of my face, I'm finna break your other arm. She looked at me. She's like, no, this and that. She got in my face and I lightly.
You just tipped her over?
Yeah, I lightly pushed her down the stairs.
You lightly pushed her down the stairs?
Listen,
bro,
listen.
I just lightly threw her in front of her car and she just got ran over. Dude, lightly pushed her down the stairs,
Listen,
bro.
the problem is, she was like getting in my face and like trying to shove me. I'm like, girl, stop. I'm finna break your other arm. Like, I don't want to play with you. Like, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let this one slide.
So you just showed her.
So I just shoved her lightly, bro.
And she
lightly.
fell.
And she fell down the stairs. That wasn't my
How
fault.
many flights? Like, how many steps?
Bro, I swear that was probably like 20 stairs that she fell down. Bro, she rolled
Legend
down,
says she's still falling down those stairs.
Bro, I was not a bully.
You were defending yourself. I
defended myself. She punched me. She kept shoving me. I gave her a chance. She didn't. And I just tapped her. That was it.
Hey,
but
I just tapped her with a desk over her head. There's a real quick story.
Yeah, tell me.
This pregnant lady, dude, confused me for somebody at the Townie Mall.
When? Today?
No. It was probably like, I think I was a senior in high school.
Oh.
She walks. I was at the McDonald's eating.
Yeah.
And she walks over and she opens the lid.
You hit a pregnant lady?
Bro, I was about to.
No.
I'm just kidding. I would never do that. I would never hit a woman. Never. But this lady, dude, she walked over to my table and she opened the lid of my drink.
Yeah.
And at that moment, I was like, okay, maybe I grabbed her drink. You know. So as soon as I was about to say, hey, my bad, I didn't mean to grab your drink. She gets it and she pours it on my head. And then,
no,
dude, I promise you,
freaking way.
Like she pours it on my head, and
she poured it on you,
bro. And at this moment, I'm kind of like, what the heck? And I get up, and then I look at her. I'm like, hey, what's your problem?
Yeah.
And then she just walks away.
No.
Hold on, dude. And I start walking after her. And at this moment, I'm like, okay, who's this lady? And I said, hey,
bro,
what's the deal? And she's like, oh, you know what you did? And she starts yelling, you know what you did? I'm gonna tell everybody what you did. And then I'm like, hey.
Bro, what?
Yeah. And I'm like, hey, and I put on my ID. I was like, look, you're confusing me. Because at that point, I realized that she's confusing me with somebody. No, but anyways, long story short, she was confusing me with somebody. Apparently, one of her sisters had gone to a party. And I don't know if it was a guy or ex. Somebody like, I guess she got into a fight. And it was because of a guy's fault. And she was confusing me. No. But it turns out this guy was like 3 years older than me. So when the cops got there, she was accusing me. And the cops interviewed both of us. And they asked her details of the guy that she was confusing me with. And this guy was like graduated high school and he was like,
and you're like,
3
I'm
years
barely
older.
In high school.
Yeah, and I had my school badge with me. So the cops, I was like,
what were you doing at Tony's with your? This dude was skipping school. That's
bro.
what you get.
For real.
That's what you
get.
But
yeah, anyways, the cop walked over to me and he was like, hey, I just want to let you know that she's confusing you with someone else. Do you want to press charges? And I said yes, but when I got home, my dad was like, "Nah, don't press charges, mijo." Like Mexican parents. Anyways, moving on from the crazy hood stories. That's what happens when we grow up in the hood.
Bro, last thing about growing up in the hood, like, what do you think was the hardest? Did you ever have like people trying to sell you drugs and stuff?
Well, I really, and I don't know if people think I exaggerate when I say it, and I know like my brothers know, like we really grew up poor.
Yeah.
But we didn't know we were poor. Like
yeah.
Have you ever like
that was me.
Yeah, so I grew up and I didn't know that until I started inviting kids to my house and they would laugh at me. This really gets sad.
No.
This gets sad, bro.
Kids would laugh at you?
Bro, yeah. So
wait, why?
Yeah,
you lived in a cardboard. I'm sorry.
Let's take a moment and just that laugh, bro.
I'm so sorry, y'all. I do not shame because.
Hey, imagine
that's why he don't have a shower curtain.
Bro, we're gonna clip this.
Let me stop. No, bro.
Okay.
No.
Hey, imagine when she starts having like bigger guests, and then they're telling her their deep story, and she's just laughing at them.
Bro,
They're gonna be
that
like,
would
yeah.
be so ugly. No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because I didn't grow up rich either. I will tell you that. Teníamos ratas ahí con nosotros.
Yeah.
You know,
it was
not you. No, but it wasn't. No, we didn't have
We're not
rats.
talking
No,
about
no.
when we're not talking about recently. We're talking about
When I was poor.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, when I was poor,
like,
and I have never been like.
Yeah.
In the sense of never been poor, in the sense que me faltaba lo que necesitaba, nunca me faltó.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
my parents always made a way. We probably didn't go out to eat like the rest of the people. I didn't know what Chick-fil-A was until I was in high school. Bro, for real.
Yeah, I didn't.
I never knew, like, McDonald's was the closest
I knew
thing.
what Cece's was.
Yeah, me too, bro.
Yeah.
My parents, it used to be $1.99 for kids.
I remember
back in the
we used
day.
to eat a lot of pizza.
Yeah. No.
Ain't nowhere I don't like
Because
pizza.
it was affordable.
Yeah, we did, bro. We did.
Yeah.
But I didn't really know I was like poor into, or I guess less fortunate. I know.
Yeah.
But I just didn't know until I started inviting kids over to my school, from school to my house, and they'd laugh at me.
But what would they laugh at you about?
It's because the thing about it, like, I grew up. So if you know Pleasant Grove, you'll know where El Wayne Street. It's called El Wayne. It's right by EB Comstock. It's like,
I know where EB Comstock.
So Pleasant Grove is a hood, but then there's like the PGV, like where the hood is at.
Yeah.
And that's why I lived on that street. So the house that we were in, it deteriorated over time, and I guess my parents didn't upkeep it because maybe they didn't have the finances. So we would have like holes like outside of our house. And then we would try to cover it up with like patches. So my house looked very patchy. And
bro, that's my house right now, me in the hood.
No, hold on. And my paint was like very crusty, like it was peeling off. So like, and I thought it was normal, you know, because everybody else's house looked like that next door.
Yeah, on the
But
side.
I guess some of the kids in my class didn't live in the hood, so I would invite them, and then they would pretend they were having fun, bro. They'd pretend to be my friends, and then when I get back to school, like they'd be laughing and be like, "Oh, Christian's poor," and I'd be like, "Bro, forget y'all, bro."
No, for real?
Yeah, bro. And
Did you have your own room?
Nah, we all lived in one room, bro.
Bro, in one room?
Yeah, it was like 7 of us, bro. We lived in.
Oh my God, bro, that's so sad. No wonder I had to let him some socks, bro.
Hey, no wonder, bro. Nah, it was bad, bro. Yeah.
Listen, I never had my own room because my parents always had somebody living. Like my tia would always live here with my cousin who grew up, like my brother.
You used to sleep outside, right?
I used to sleep with the dogs, bro.
Bro,
the dogs had a better room than me.
For real.
Well, I never had my own room until I was like 12 or 13.
Like, I still don't have my own
Bro,
room.
I still don't have one. I got this grown man living with me.
Yeah.
He don't even pay rent.
No, so you grew up kind of poor too?
No, okay, like, I would say that they tried to upkeep stuff, but they never, like, it was never, like, a new car. No, never heard about that. Everybody around me would have newer cars. We had a 1965 van que apenas cerraba la puerta.
Yeah, bro, we used to have those too.
Bro, I never had Nikes until I was in high school.
Yeah,
that I had to buy myself. Payless.
Yeah, Payless, bro.
Payless all the way, bro. They made your feet stink. Like,
whoa.
bro, I always thought my Shaq shoes.
Let me find out you used to carry a foot powder in your backpack to school.
Bro, I had to put baby powder in my shoes.
Yeah, bro, it's okay. I know that pain.
I had Shaq shoes.
I better take your shoes off right now.
Bro, tell me why I had Shaq shoes and the
those
mugs.
Those were it. I mean, if you grew up in the hood, man, you know about Shaq, Andes, and Reebok, bro. I think Reebok was kind of okay.
What is the little Echoes?
Echoes,
the
rhinoceros one.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, Echoes,
my mom was
bro.
like, no podemos comprar esos Nikes, están muy caros. Necesitas los Echoes.
It's a rhino. This is a check mark, but it's a rhino. It looks like a check.
My mom was like, parecen iguales.
Yeah. No, I remember those. I told you the story, I think, where with the Shacks.
Look what he would do.
With the Shacks. So everybody would come fresh to middle school with like the Air Force Ones. You know, everybody like, and they'd walk like penguins. You know how you walk? You don't want to get.
You're not trying to crease
everybody.
them.
You see everybody walking like that with their with the Air Force Ones, the white ones.
Yeah.
And then my parents, the only thing that they could afford was the Shacks, bro. And Shacks at that point they made a white Shack.
Yeah, they did. Those are the ones I had.
So what I would do is I'd get my dad's shaver and I'd start cutting out the little monito. I'd cut it out, bro. Because I was embarrassed. I mean, I guess it wasn't nothing to be embarrassed of, but kids would make fun of me
because they would make fun of us, yeah.
So I started cutting out the little logo, bro, the Shaq's logo, and
parecía que había ido al jail, bro.
Yeah, dude,
using
bro.
a razor blade.
I grew up in prison, and I'd burn it like with a lighter so it can smooth out, and then I'd buy the white paint at the dollar store. Shout out to the white paint at the dollar store, man.
Bro, this dude.
And I used to paint over it. And it looked like an Air Force. Actually, it didn't, bro. You can tell.
Bro,
Yeah, but
do you got a picture?
Nah, not in a picture. But that's what I would do, man. And it would get me by. And some people didn't notice. And when people would ask, like, hey, what kind of shoes? I'd be like, oh, it's just the newest version of the Nike. It's the newest Air Force. It's unreleased. Yeah. But, I mean.
He's been forging since the beginning,
I'm
bro.
telling you, bro. I just told you all the stuff, bro. I'm incriminating myself.
Bro, Nike about to come for you, sue you for trying to imitate them.
For real. But if you know about FUBUs, all that stuff, I mean, you pretty much either... you might have been a little bit more fortunate, or some people were watching, but I mean, those were the go-to shoes, the Andes.
Bro, yes, that was what we would get. Payless, or I had Andy.
Yeah, like she still has Andes on right now.
Bro, bro, tell me why I didn't know like people use like Bath and Body Works until I was older, bro. Yo la lotion de Walmart, bro.
That's why she wears long sleeve, bro. She don't never put lotion on.
Like, how do you feel that changed you now in your perspective, growing up like that?
I think you appreciate things more. Me personally, I think I learned to value things. Now that I look back and I remember like the times that my parents would tell me like, or whenever we would go out as a group, I'd get mad when they wouldn't want to buy all of us something. But then now you realize like, bro, like imagine that it's 5 of us. Imagine 5 plus my 2 parents. That happened to us too. Yeah, so think about it now. Like I would get mad or like, man, why and my dad would always like avoid buying one because he knew he'd have to buy everything. And it wasn't that he didn't want to, he just didn't have money. So now I understand, and I'm like, damn, I feel bad. Like, I was a very ungrateful kid.
No, that makes me think too, because my mom would be like, no podemos comprar sodas.
No hay dinero.
No hay dinero.
It's like there was no money.
No podemos comprar sodas. Like if we had to share like a meal together, like example, we got like one meal and then we share the fries and stuff like that, and then water each. Fries, yeah, bro, we would share. We were like poor. No, we weren't that poor, bro. Look, at the end of the day,
y'all saving money since day one, though.
No, gracias a Dios, we had everything we need, even if it wasn't fancy. Let me tell you something. My parents just bought a new truck in 2015. Yeah. 2015 was the first time ever my parents bought a vehicle off the lot.
Well, I just bought mine like 2 years ago. Like, bro.
They had never.
Like recently, bro.
But they're old, bro. No, they had always bought it like from subastas. Like a cheap.
Them subastas, bro. Those are the go-to places.
Bro, have you ever been to a subasta?
Yeah, dude.
Heck yeah.
300, 400. And you buy a car for $1,000 and it was missing the transmission. She's like, darn it. It's like, crap.
Bro.
Pero conozco un mecánico.
No. Tell me. Listen, this is so funny. My first car, we went to the subasta to get it. Tell me why my dad picked up his hand for a little old, it was like a little Chrysler. Tell me why he thought he picked up the wrong one, and he bet for an old little Hyundai that was blue.
Did y'all get it?
Bro, yeah, we had to get it because once you raise up, you have to pay for that
Hyundais, bro. They're like a tank,
Hyundai, bro. It was a Hyundai, not a Honda.
A Hyundai.
A Hyundai, bro. That mug, been through so much. Jacob takes that mug to work.
Oh, you guys still got it?
We still got it, bro.
We
still in the trenches, bro. We still in the trenches.
How long you been having that car for? That's awesome,
high school, bro. I will say, immigrant parents know how to make a way out of no way.
Yeah,
that's the one thing, because my parents were like,
it's kind of one of those things that it's instilled in them, like to fight. Like, that's the only thing you know how to.
My dad had to cross 13 times to make it over here.
For real?
13 times, bro.
Crazy.
13 times, 14 times the charm, y'all. Don't give up. Like,
I know, bro. So if you're watching this from the detention center, the immigrants. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, you know what though? Like,
you're so ugly, bro.
You can do this. No, but you know what? Yeah, we're gonna get this part out. I'm just
disrespectful.
No, we're gonna get this out.
Please subscribe to my YouTube channel.
My parents are from Mexico too. My parents crossed the border too, and that's why I joke around about it, because I think about it sometimes. I'm like, man, imagine if my parents wouldn't have crossed, bro, we would have been like in Mexico. Bro. Like maybe not with the opportunities that we have here.
You hubiera sido una ranchera, una narcotraficante. My dad, fines de semana, he would go get cables, bro. I swear, like the cables to peel them. For you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Tell me why. He'll be like, okay, whatever you make out of this, you can have. So I would have to sit there. I would sit there for hours with a razor. Like the little.
So it's pretty much the cable is like pretty much like this cable.
Like a cable, like a cable.
No wonder
like
she was trying to peel this earlier, bro. I was like, what are you doing, girl?
And you split the cable for the copper.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, and then you sell it.
Yeah, and you sell it at the copper place.
Per pound, you sell it, right? And I remember that. We used to do that with cans, though.
Oh, with cans?
Yeah, with the aluminum cans.
Yeah,
You used to collect
yeah.
them and then you go sell them. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember those days.
Look
Hey,
at us.
start
We've
crying,
been
bro.
grandies since the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, my siblings will never know this. Y'all are trash. Nah, I'm kidding.
Oh, why? They didn't go through it?
No, my siblings
Wait, you're the
didn't.
oldest one?
Yeah, I'm the oldest. I think they had everything, bro. Honestly, and you know what's funny? My sister,
the
shout out to
siblings
her. She is Stanford University. She's the smart
The
one.
siblings watching like, I'm gonna get you when you get home.
So my sister got like the the intelligence. I got the creativity, and my brother got the height.
Right. He's just tall.
He's
So what do you
just
do
tall,
for a
bro.
living? I just grow.
Bro. No, he's like 6'3", bro. He's 6'3", and he's
real?
like 16 years old.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro. He's hella huge.
I think, well, it's 5 of us too. So my older brothers, I think we're all equally skilled and talented. You know, be
Oh,
nice.
that's awesome.
Be nice.
You don't have to be nice. Throw him
Oh,
under
yeah,
the
my
bus.
brothers suck. Yeah. Forget you. I don't even like. Nah. My brothers and my sisters, they're cool people. But yeah, I think we're all kind of on the same page. Right? Some people are better at other things. You know.
It's like I could do like a whole series on that mug because you could have the same upbringing
Yeah.
and be totally different people.
Oh, that's true, dude.
Bro.
It's crazy sometimes when I see people going through like the smallest things and they're like their world is ending. Like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I'm like, bro,
something.
like you should hear what I went through growing up, man. But
Exactly.
I guess it's just a perspective thing, maybe. I don't know.
I think it's
We're just built different, you know.
Yeah.
We're just tanks, bro.
bro. That's the one thing that I remember that I always could hype myself up.
Yeah.
And I remember there was other people that needed like ulterior forces to hype them up.
They needed what?
Think
Rewind. They needed what?
me making up words. Exterior forces. I said
She made
ulterior.
up a whole new word on the spot.
Bro,
Ulterior.
dictionary.cal. I'm about to
Yeah, okay.
hire me,
No,
please.
you kind of
I
confused
just
me. I was like,
created-
what? Ulterior forces?
No.
Power Rangers? Is that what you're talking about? What are you talking about? Comic books?
I had a lot of people not hype me up when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like literally, like
Yeah.
you know,
Don't
bully
cry.
me. Nobody ever believed in
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Like
And for real. No wonder she became a... Ever.
You still do? They.
No, I said
you-
they. He said
oh,
they.
They still do.
Hey, she's about to throw the chunk at you. What? No, I get you.
Yeah, and I had to be the one to like,
Hype
nah,
yourself
you
up.
can do this.
I mean, you kind of had to. I mean, if you don't
Yeah.
have anybody around or you feel like... Sometimes you can have the whole world around you and sometimes you can still feel lonely. But if you're your own hype person, your own motivator, I think you get through a lot of stuff.
Bro, nobody gotta tell me I'm awesome because I am. Nah, people go. A lot of people think that I'm like prideful.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just confident in certain things.
You're kind of prideful.
Ah!
No, I get you. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, back to the point. So with all of this, did you ever have to like translate for your parents, educate them on stuff? Like,
Yeah.
for me, I had to do everything.
I used to be embarrassed of... Because sometimes I do have a... So the way that I talk sometimes, like it switches whenever I'm talking about like business or something.
Yeah.
Like, I try to get all professional and I don't notice it until like afterwards.
You always do
But
that.
for the most part, like I sometimes have an accent because I speak Spanish
I
too.
have an accent.
And at some point I was embarrassed a little bit because people would be like, "Oh, you have an
me
accent.
too.
Where are you from?" Or they knew I was from they knew I was Mexican. People were
Yeah.
like, but after a while, I think I started. You know, I was very like I stopped caring about what people thought because of that.
'Cause you stuttered a lot.
Yeah, I do.
No,
But
I
because
did
of the
that too.
translation, like
Yeah.
when it was very real to me when I would translate to my parents, I'd remember like, okay, you're really like. I mean, not everybody can speak 2 languages.
Bro,
you know?
I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't appreciate the fact that I could speak both languages and appreciate my accent until I got into college and in the job force.
Oh yeah.
Because when you put on that
workforce.
work,
We're doing it one word at a time.
canceling.
Word at a
I
time.
can't do no podcast no more. Y'all go be confused. Wait, job force. Let me write that down.
Workforce, taking
A
out.
new word.
Workforce. No, go ahead.
The workforce.
Yeah, workforce.
Listen, when you put you
She just made up
bilingual,
she made up a department. She made up a word and she made up a
like the
department.
space
Job
force, bro. I just
Yeah,
made up
Space
job force.
Job force.
Bro, I'm dead serious. When you put on that mug that you're bilingual, and I mean,
Yeah.
there's other people that speak so many more languages. My sister speaks 6 languages.
Yeah.
But listen, when I put bilingual,
Yeah.
I would get a call before anybody
Yeah.
else.
100%, bro.
10 out of 10. So guess what?
10 out of
Even if
10,
I got an
yeah.
accent,
It's always people who
you
make
go
fun
deal
of us.
with it. That's what you get.
I remember my parents, and especially it's harder for them, my parents, because my mom knows English and my dad understands it, but they're not
Yes.
used to like, or they don't have the same opportunities that we have.
Yeah.
So for them, it's a lot harder when they get to that age to have like a traditional office setting job.
Exactly.
They're more of like manual labor, like cleaning and doing this and doing that. So I think of that, and I think that's what kind of makes me feel, I guess, a little bit of like encouragement in the sense that there's still a long way to go. Like I want to be able to retire my parents one day.
Exactly.
You know?
And I mean, look, my goal isn't necessarily to retire my parents. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, your mom's like, pero mija, I want you to retire me.
I think that I would definitely want my parents never to worry about money when they're older. Of course, like
I think it's kind of it's difficult to retire Mexican. They're always gonna want to work.
Yeah, exactly.
They're always gonna want to work.
I swear, my dad doesn't work Saturdays. The Saturdays he doesn't work. He's still up at 6 working. Yeah. He will never. I think that I would. I'm so surprised. I have never seen my dad sit down and watch TV. He never sat down.
Next
and
Christmas, I'm buying her dad a TV. That's why.
No. They still have one since 2001, bro. The original flat screen, the ones that were like hella thick.
Bro, we used to have one of those.
Bro, they still have that mug because they don't watch TV. They literally don't. My parents don't. Mi mamá pone las noticias Univision. Look at that.
Rosa de Guadalupe.
Bro, we'll get in that mug later. But my dad has never sat down and watched TV ever. I don't remember him.
I mean, he's a hard worker. I mean, that's all he knows.
He was always a hard worker. Never, nothing.
It's that older generation of Hispanic, Latinos, Mexicans that are like very, very hardcore and hardworking.
And you know what?
This newer generation, you know what I'm saying? But
let me tell you something, right? We don't believe in like those homes that they put the old people in. What are they called? Nursing homes.
Oh, no.
Right? Retirement homes.
I don't.
Hispanics.
I put my brothers in there. I'm just kidding.
Bro, we don't believe in nursing homes or retirement homes for our kids. Like I know, for our parents. I know
our kids, dang.
Hey. No, not for our kids.
You don't even have. No, I was kidding. I got a kid. Yeah. I was about to say, I thought I don't have kids. I already put them in retirement homes.
No. But for real, you don't. We don't think about that. We think like tu mamá va a venir a tu casa or like
it's
have
weird
their own little
how
home.
Different cultures have different mindsets on that.
When you mean cultures, you mean white people.
Yeah. I'm not trying to point out.
Shout out to y'all white people. I love y'all.
So like,
but the non-racist white people.
A little backstory. And this is how I know. I used to work at an assisted living center. I don't know if I told you. It's a place where it's an assisted living center. If you know what it is, and if you don't, it's pretty much a place where you put the elderly there, your parents. Yeah. And 95% of the people that were there were white. And it was because they're kids.
Why you scream?
I know I said that with so much emphasis. White.
No, hold up. You capitalized the W.
I know with the W, all caps. You know, but it's. I was working the front desk for them, and I just didn't understand why.
You were a secretary.
I actually was, dude. All the elderly women were in love with me, bro. But you know, man.
¿Tenías una sugar mama?
I think. I can't disclose that. No, but you know what? I think working at the assisted living center, like I saw a lot, and one of the things that I saw is that there was not any Hispanics there, and not any black elderly either. It was all white, and maybe it was just the one that I was in. But I noticed that for the most part, when we did a lot of when I saw other places, there was a lot of white people, and I think it's just a cultural thing. Maybe they're used to putting their parents.
It's a cultural thing.
We don't. Hispanics, we build a room in the back, and our parents go live there.
Una casita al lado or something. For real though, if I told my mom te voy a poner un nursing home.
What happened, bro?
You probably smack me con la escoba, bro. They'll be like, ya a ver. Yeah. Like, she would literally rather die. I swear, my parents would rather die than me putting them in a living home.
They'd rather go to Mexico. Yeah. Honestly, like, hey, just take me back.
Just take me back to Mexico. No, my parents want like a rancho where they can retire and just chill and like live off of the land. And I'm like, see, who's going to go milk your cows? I'm going to go over there and do that. But, like, Jacob having to do that. But no, but really, that's really what it is. Like, they don't want. And I would feel really bad.
It's a sad place. I would say this. Being there working at that assisted living center, like, a lot of elderly die alone. And because, bro, I know, it's going to get sad, bro. I'm going to cry. So there was situations where, like the elderly, like, their kids weren't even around all the time. Like,
and they wouldn't even come visit them?
They wouldn't even visit them. And, you know, and they would be so happy to just see a young face, like to see me at the front desk. They would be so happy. There was this one lady, Dottie, she passed away. Yeah. But she was elderly at the assisted living center. And she would come to my desk every morning to let me know that she had her beauty salon appointment and that she was going to get her hair done and she was going to look very pretty.
Oh,
like she would tell me. And
I know. She was trying to be like, I'm going to look really cute for you. Like,
but here's the thing. She had Alzheimer's. So she would forget that she would tell me.
Forgot.
Yeah, so she would tell me like throughout the day. And every single time, that's the one thing that I would do. Every single time, I greeted her the same way, like with the same happiness, like, oh my gosh, you're getting your hair done. And just those little things, like you could see like their face light up, like somebody
Yeah.
was happy for them, excited for them, something that they didn't really get because they didn't really have their kids coming, you know. And
Did you ever do drugs
No,
on the
never.
record?
That's the one thing.
Be real.
Hand to God.
Don't say that.
Please don't strike me down. No,
Yeah.
just kidding. No, like for real.
You never.
No joke. Jokes aside, I've never drank.
So you've never
and I've
taken
never done
Tylenol?
drugs.
Bro, that's drugs.
Illegal.
You lie. It's
Illegal
strike
drugs.
ching. Yeah, illegal drugs.
Illegal drugs, never. And the one thing though that I think was the biggest factor was that I grew up with my dad. My dad did have an alcohol
Yeah.
growing up, so I think that's what helped me not fall into that path because
That's
I
crazy
didn't
that
wanna,
you chose that.
I just saw the pain that it inflicted into my family because
Yeah.
my parents split when I was younger. So I saw how much that impacted my family negatively that I just didn't want that for my future family.
You know,
Even though
that's
I was, like,
crazy because
15,
most
you
people
know?
follow the footsteps of what the person does.
I was very mature at 15.
Ah, look at this. Yeah, because I didn't see my dad drink, but I drank. Ah!
Estás al revés, bro. Because my dad didn't drink, I want to try it on my
I
own.
wanted to. No, they always we're like, here, this is what it tastes like.
Yeah.
But we don't drink. Like,
Yeah.
you don't need to drink or whatever. Now,
crazy.
you know, that's a whole podcast.
Now
for
she's an
another
alcoholic.
day.
Now she's
I'm
been
not an
she's been going to
Those
the
steps.
Alcohólicos Anónimos, Alcoholic Anonymous. She has a membership there. No.
No. I don't drink like that, bro. For real, I don't.
Yeah, okay.
But I never did drugs.
Yeah.
I had so many people offer me.
Yeah.
Like, literally, here's your free one. Like, I got you.
That's how they
Or
try
I
to
buy
get you
you
hooked,
one.
bro.
I had girls that would, I bought you one. Here you go.
Oh, for
Take
real?
one. Like, and I literally would just always think, like, what would Jesus just come out and punch me in the face? Like,
Yo,
what if I die
yeah.
or trip on this the wrong way and I die? I never did
think
drugs.
a certain level of fear and I guess a certain level of fear or like I think is good sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's not to instill fear in your kids.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
saying that. But to kind of be aware of like the consequences, like
Exactly.
having fear of the consequences, I think helps you stray away from the bad
Exactly.
Because that's what helped me, like having that fear of like, okay, this is what could happen. And I think a lot of parents don't do that. They don't want to talk about drugs.
No,
they don't wanna
because
talk about
they're
this
just
and
like,
that.
don't do it. But
Yeah,
why?
they don't really tell you why. But I think if the consequences were there and more vivid in that person's mind, aside from like
Give them a pill so they can see the consequences. Here, trip on this.
we're not promoting. I'm not promoting that.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to stay serious.
No, I think
Listen.
it helped a lot of kids learn their lesson. We used to bring drug
Racist.
sniffing dogs to our
Yeah.
middle schools and elementary schools. And I remember I used to be
Elementary?
scared. Yeah, dude.
They brought it at your elementary,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
They didn't bring it at my elementary, bro. Y'all were
We're
hella bad.
gangster, bro.
Okay, never mind. I rebuke it.
I'd be scared for no reason, dude. Like I'd question, like, oh man, do I have drugs on me? But
Is the dog gonna find my inhaler?
he's smelling your socks, passing out.
No. But for real,
Dang,
tell
bro.
me why I had a couple people that would want me to carry their stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, y'all dumb. I ain't finna do that for you.
I was never that
I
dumb, bro.
never, if somebody gives you a backpack for no reason, don't take it. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's your friend. They're like, please hold this backpack for me. No. Heck no. Bro, we had metal detectors,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, I remember that, dude.
We had to strip down, bro, for everybody at the metal detectors. Metal detectors.
They didn't work.
They didn't work, bro. I'll tell you the truth.
I feel like the guy will
I
press
came
the
in there
button
with-
every time.
Yeah. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I came in there with my taser like a couple of times.
Yeah. It wouldn't work.
Nothing,
Dude.
bro.
Those meditations don't work.
Bro, plus if you could just give the dude some money, like he was the security guard,
The
bro.
security guard,
That's
bro,
for another day, bro. I have to tell you what the
They
security.
would try to sell you cigarettes and
Bro,
everything.
listen, the security
Everybody's
guards,
like, what
they
school
would
did
let
Jack
us-
go?
They would let us skip
Hey,
school.
all the parents are like, what?
What school did you go to?
Homeschooling my kids from now on. No. Yeah, that was intense, bro.
Wait, is that what public school's about? They,
The Dallas
Ven,
board
mijo, no
of
vamos
public
a-
school is watching like, what?
bro, wait,
Nah.
what? They did that? No. The security guard, bro. If we gave him food, we brought him something to eat or something, or give him a couple dollars, he would let us skip.
No lie. There's the security guards at my middle school, bro, would hit on the girls, bro.
Bro, no,
was-
high
it
school
was
dudes
bad.
would hit on us.
Hey. Anyways, there's
Yeah.
something went down about our high school.
Like a teacher with a student.
teacher is in jail now.
Yeah.
and they just got sentenced actually.
Yeah,
Like,
last year.
no. Oh yeah. Maybe wasn't last year.
Yeah, it was
But
last
anyways,
year.
that's sorry for another podcast. But yeah, that was stuff like that was happening left and right. And I don't know. And maybe the people that went to DISD or just people maybe in general can relate. growing up around other minorities, because when I say minorities, I'm not talking about just Mexicans, blacks, just like Indians, everything that encompasses minorities. It kind of helps you relate.
Oh my
a
God,
lot more with them on a different level. We'll never understand to the full extent what they've gone through. I think even they won't understand what we experience, but you see them in a different light, more of an understanding.
More like
exactly, more
like
connected
family
to them
in a way, like because our experiences are the same. We celebrate similar. We eat similar foods. Like we're hype.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I do. I guess like about going into public school that I was able to develop that.
Diversity.
Diversity.
Bro, it was it was lit.
So give me a
quickly
recap.
Before our next episode, school to prison pipeline is literally about how your schools in minority places of colored people prepare you for jail.
Oh.
Metal detectors. This is why they keep bringing the dogs in, because that's how you start your record, going to juvie. After you go to juvie, you go to jail. You already have a record. You don't start off once you get out of high school with a clean record like other places.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, and they prepare you in that way. This is why you have so many police officers.
And you know what, man? It just felt so normal to us.
It felt so normal.
Like for example, in like let's say, and for those people who maybe they have, I don't know. I guess maybe a lot of people don't know this. But it just felt so normal walking every morning through the metal detectors.
Having to take everything off.
Yeah.
Going through there.
Passing once or twice.
With a little ding ding.
Yeah. It just felt so normal to us. And then having the dogs walk in.
Every month.
They had officers.
Yeah, they have a station.
At the location.
At the location, they have like 5 to 6 officers working there every day.
They surround the perimeter like throughout the day. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, and it's called school to prison pipeline. And that's something that it's the disparity, and that's why we have so many minorities in jails.
Yeah.
And I went to this white people school, and when I tell you that everybody sold drugs, the teachers bought drugs from the kids. Like, it was insane. They never had checkpoints or anything. They were doing horrible stuff. I will tell you that. Illegal stuff there, and they never got caught. And I was like, oh, wait till the dogs come in. Not a single day of the year that they come. Bro,
that's crazy. I didn't know about that. I thought honestly, I thought it was everywhere. I thought everybody had metal
middle
detectors.
Schools and high schools had them.
Yeah. Good thing I didn't bring this up in a business meeting with someone, right? Hey, oh yeah, you remember in high school when you used to go through the metal detectors? You're like, bro,
where did you grow up at?
You're born in a prison cell, or
when we're there, we don't think about it. But like
afterwards,
you're like, dang, what the heck? Like the trauma. I have to go to the psychologist because it traumatized me.
The next episode is gonna be a vlog of Evelyn going to the psychologist.
For real, y'all stay tuned to that.
Have you ever got therapy?
Yeah, once.
Yeah. I've
I have to keep going.
I tried, but they denied me that they said I was already messed up.
Really?
True story, bro.
Shut up. What did they say?
So true story. My God, so I used to work for this company.
Yeah.
And they offered free counseling.
Yeah.
I guess I was feeling depressed. I felt overwhelmed, I guess. Yeah. And because of the overwhelmed feeling that I was experiencing, I felt some level of stress, some level of depression, and I just didn't know how to deal with it because as Hispanics, Latinos, we don't know we don't talk about
depression doesn't exist. Just get over it.
Yeah, no seas huevón. Don't be lazy. Exactly. Get out of bed. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to Hispanics. It's just like, you just don't be lazy. But it's just sometimes
oh my God, this is going to be a good podcast. We got to do something about that.
Yeah. For and it's just like, it's a very normal thing to tell your kids as a Latino, like, oh, just get over it. You know, or just get out of bed. And so I didn't know what I was experiencing until like somebody from that job who happened to be white that they recommended counseling. They're like, hey, well, you know what? We have counseling and check it out. And I'm like, well, counseling, what is this? Yeah. So I called them up, right? And they do a pre-qual. They do a pre-qualification.
Pre-qualification.
Yeah. So this pre-qual, and I know it may be different.
You have to pre-qualify it to show that you're depressed. Like,
so they start asking you questions because they want to get the symptoms to determine whether or not it's a good fit for you, right? Because I guess they want to make sure that you do need it. Yeah. So they start asking you like, hey, have you ever had trouble sleeping? I'm like, yes. And how long has this been going on? Honestly, it's been going on my entire life, you know? For real, like, they started asking me questions that to me was like so normal. Like, okay, do you ever like have this sensation or these thoughts? And I was like, yeah, I've had them. How often? every other day.
Oh
you know?
my God.
So they start reading this thing. And
So
then
you checked all of them.
I did.
You checked every single box?
I checked every single box. And I think, and the lady, you could hear her like disappointment in the back, like, hey, you know what? We can recommend you an actual licensed psychologist. And I'm like, well, what is this? And they're like, yeah, well, this is for people who are barely needing some type of assistance and counseling. And I asked her,
she said, you're sick.
I asked her, I was like, what are you trying to say? There's no hope for me or what? She's like, no, but we can recommend you. And I didn't have health insurance, so I was like, nah, we left.
You're like, it's too much.
Yeah, but from there, I realized that, I mean, there's a lot of things that I never knew about myself.
Oh, my God.
That now I look back and I'm like, hey, that's what it was doing. Like, I was.
Because when they told me that psychologists are like $225 a session,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just going to pray. Talk about it with myself. Like,
I'm going to be an influencer and talk to my fans about it.
I'm
my
just
family.
going to talk about it on live.
Yeah.
And call that mug
More
therapy.
affordable. No, it's expensive, dude.
People are literally like, oh, I thank you for sharing your life. No, I'm doing this.
Yeah,
so
if you ever wondered why,
like,
right? If you ever wondered why Evelyn gives you these crazy stories, it's because she just don't want to keep it in. She just
because I will literally go crazy with all of this information.
I talk
bro,
to myself a lot.
this is so sad. Bro, we beat the odds, bro.
We did. We're still in the hood,
girl. Bro, that's
we
true,
still
bro.
trying to beat
we
the
out
odds.
here saying we beat the odds and we still in the hood.
We go home after this in the hood. Gunshot. Ta, ta, ta. I got well, that's a story for another day. I was gonna say that being in the hood, I got held at gunpoint one time.
Shut up.
Yeah, but I'll tell you guys about
No, for next time or right now?
Next time. I got
Jay, no, bro,
we're
we're talking about the hood today.
Are we talking about that today?
Last story. All right.
No, it's because there's a lot of interesting. Okay,
Dang, we got so much. Hold on. Before you say it, I know this podcast is long because this is our intro to everything.
Yeah.
But just listen to his story, okay? Last story. All right.
No. Well, it's just I'll summarize it. I had gone to the gym at that point. I used to work out. I was fit. Not anymore. Life got to me.
5 years ago.
10 years ago. No. So I was with a buddy of mine.
Went to the gym one time. And
the one time I went to the gym, man, this happened to me. So a buddy of mine picked me up from the house that I was living at. And then we went to the gym. On our way back, we were just chilling outside of the house. Like we were parked in front of it. And we were on our phones because we just kind of figured like, hey, we were talking, having a conversation. We're on our phones. And then I saw somebody coming up. It was like midnight. I saw somebody coming up. And in my mind, I was like, why is this guy walking at 12 at midnight? And just kind of something told me when you have that good instinct, you have, when you grow up in the hood, you got that spidey sense, man. You got that extra sense that you're just like, all right, something ain't right. But I didn't listen to it. I was like, nah, I'm over here trying to be hopeful. Like maybe that guy, he's taking a stroll. He needs some extra money. He's taking a stroll like down at.
He likes my shoes.
Or something, He's going to ask me where I put my phone at. No, and but I had that feeling like, okay, you know what? This guy's up to no good. And he was walking, and for some strange reason, I just let it go, and I looked down on my phone. And when I looked up again, he was at our window. And I was in the passenger side, and my friend was in the driver's side, and he was on our window. And he's going like this, and I could remember that he had a Texas tattoo right here.
Bro, he had to be Texan Day.
Yeah, he had a Texas tattoo. He had some tattoos on his face.
Are
he
you
had
sure it wasn't a teardrop?
Probably was a teardrop with a Texas sign on it. And he had 214 on his forehead. Thug life right here. No, he was tatted up on his face.
Dallas.
Right? D-Town, Pleasant Grove. For real, zip code 105217.
Okay. And then
so he had he was pretty much on the window, and he knocks on the window, and in my mind I was like, bro, don't pull out the window. My friend, I think it was his first time getting robbed, bro. It was my first time.
Don't tell me he rolled down the window. For
dude.
what, bro? He ain't gonna be like, hey.
And he asked me, he's like,
I try to reach you for your car's extended warranty.
Imagine, I've been trying to reach you. No, he rolls down the window. He knocks on the window. My buddy rolls it down. And in my mind, I had this feeling like, dude, this is about to rob us.
Yeah.
And then, so he rolls down the window, and he's looking that we're on our phones, and he's like, hey, do you got a phone I can borrow? And when he asked that question, I was like, this was finna take our phone.
Bro.
And I had just, I was in college at the time, before I dropped out. And I had my financial aid money, dude.
No,
in my pocket.
Shut up.
Financial aid had just paid me. For those of you who
why
don't
were
know
you
what
going to
financial
the
aid,
gym?
The government gives you money for high school. But it's because college. I got out at college. I got out of the community college, and in the community college there's like an ATM.
Oh yeah.
So and then the gym that I used to go to, Texas Gym on Oats, right there in
Shout out to them.
Shout out to Texas Gym. So I got the financial aid money. It was like $1,500 that they gave me.
No.
And I had it in my back pocket, bro. And I was like, dude. And then as soon as this guy started asking for my phone, I was like, gonna lose my financial aid money, bro. And I wasn't gonna use it for school. I was gonna use it for something else.
Yeah.
So I was
That's
just
what you get for trying to scam the government.
I know, bro. I had already paid my classes, bro. It was extra money, dude.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I was like, damn, what am I gonna do? And this guy, he's like, he clocks the gun, bro. Pop, and he puts it in the window, and he has it on my friend's temple, dude.
No,
bro, my blood was like, I was cold. I was paralyzed, bro. But in my mind, I was the only thing I was thinking about was my financial aid money, dude. That's the most money I ever had in my pocket, bro, or on me, $1,500, you know. And so, anyways, he clocks the gun, and my friend was like, he gives him his phone, and my phone. The guy didn't see my phone. My friend robbed me, bro. No, my friend was like, Chris, give him your phone, and he starts grabbing my phone from me. I was like, bro, here's my phone. Yeah. My friend took my phone and gave it to him.
No,
and I thought
your friend, bro. He's like, if I'm gonna get robbed, you gonna get robbed too.
A little android, bro. No wonder I got robbed.
But he had that gun to his head, bro.
Yeah, he did. So he opened the door, and my friend's stupid, bro. Don't do this. Like, if you have a gun to your head, just give everything. Like,
give everything.
My friend, bro, he tried to take the gun from him, bro. We're lucky we didn't get shot.
Okay, hold up. Your friend tried to go ninja style.
Bro, he had been watching too many self-defense movies, bro. He tried to take the gun from him, and he goes up there. Okay, I'm still inside the passenger seat. So as he's taking my friend out at gunpoint, my friend is trying to, like, grab the gun from him, and I'm getting out of the car. So I'm on the other side of the car, right?
Bro, you were about to run away, bro, and leave your friend.
I was ready to get out of there. I was like, bro, see you later. And my friend's screaming at me, Chris, come help me. I was like, bro, I ain't gonna get shot, bro.
No, you didn't help your friend.
No, hold on. Well, it would happen in a split second.
Yeah.
So by the time that I got out of the car, before I even thought about it, as he was wrestling over there, I knew that this guy was gonna get the car and take off with it, right? Oh. So what I did is I tried to reach into the car and get the keys out.
Get the keys.
Because I knew that, okay, my friend is not strong.
Yeah.
And this is gonna take off.
Dang, your friend looking at this weak, like
There's a reason why he was going to the gym that night. And so as soon as I saw, the guy pushed my friend back and he cocked the gun again, bro. And he pointed at my friend, like, right to his face. No. And in my mind, I was like, dude, he's gonna get shot. So
wait, how did he clock the gun twice?
It didn't have no bullets, dude.
Bro, so
I realized that after.
You like, realized it after?
Yeah,
bro,
you can't clock
in the moment, if you clock the gun
clocked it twice. He clocked it the first time, and I knew it was empty.
Bro, if I would have heard the second clock, I would have been like,
bro, that's what you say. That's what you say. But at that moment, you're just like, dude, this dude has extra bullets in there. Like,
bro, not us.
He got that special edition clocks twice. No, like, you don't know anything at that moment.
You just thinking a gun. I'm finna die. Like,
So, and he clocked the gun and pointed at as soon as he pointed at his face, like, I just reached for the keys and I was like, at least I didn't want him to take off with the car. It was my friend's car.
Yeah.
But he ran into the car and I was reaching it. I was like, dude, I ain't trying to get shot. Like, ain't even my car.
Yeah.
So the guy forgot that I was there.
Yeah.
He only pointed the gun at me because my friend said, Chris, give him your wallet too. Give him, bro. I'm like, dude, like, really?
Your friend.
I feel like my friend was an accomplice, bro. Let me find out my friend set it up, dude. Set it up to get my financial aid money.
The beginning.
He knew I got that financial aid money. So the guy had totally forgot, and my friend was the one who called me out. And this guy points the gun at me. He's like, "Yeah, give me your money." But you know what, man? I was so broke. I was like, I don't got no money, bro. I should have given the money, but I wasn't risking it.
Yeah,
I wasn't making any sudden moves.
Bro, this
I was like, I don't have anything.
To die.
Bro,
he's like, it's the last little bit I got.
The struggle was real, dude. No, and I was like, look, I don't have anything, and I just went like that. And then he got into, I guess he was so scared, he got into the car and he took off with my friend's car.
Wait, he took the car?
Yeah, he took the car, dude.
Did y'all ever get it back?
Like 3 days later, under a bridge, it was there.
Damn.
Yeah. A homeless guy had been living in it for like 2 days. Bro, he didn't get that far, dude.
Man's like, brand new house.
The homeless dude was like, it's cold, man.
Bro, he parked his car under the bridge.
Bro, he did. Hey, he pulled up next to his tent with the car and he took off running, and the homeless guy was like, hey, man, bro, new car, hey, God bless me, bro. That night,
they never find the dude?
Nah, they never found him.
You can't recognize him? You couldn't have
I'll recognize him if I see him, yeah. His face tattoos were too obvious.
Okay, so y'all, please look out
for
this.
We're looking for a guy. Bro. He's about 5'7". He was bald, tattoos on his face. But yeah, that was about the craziest story, man, that I experienced.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was bad. I almost got shot,
bro.
Man.
No.
I wear that badge with honor. I almost got shot for my financial aid money, and I kept it.
No, you know the funniest part of the whole thing is that your friend,
my friend tried to rob me, bro.
your
Like,
friend made the robbery worse.
dude, for real,
Bro,
it was
no,
bad.
no, dead serious. I have never been held up at a gunpoint, but I swear I probably would be crazy. No, please.
Yo, I almost peed my pants.
I know I
out.
think I'm like bad and stuff,
Yeah.
but I'll be like, no, please. We got the. You don't want to kill me for you know what? If they would have caught me when I was depressed, you know what, bro? Do it.
Oh, imagine that,
Do
bro.
it. You know what?
Bro? Hey, you scare them. I don't have anything to live for.
I knew God would send you this way because I couldn't do it myself.
Hey, and they're like, man, this girl's a gangster, bro. Like, here, take my wallet. Here's my gun.
I see you going through a lot.
You need this money, bro. No, yo, it's a very.
It changes you.
It's a tough experience, man. And from there, I realized like there's nothing worth trying to fight for, bro. Like
but
my financial aid money, though.
Money.
Only thing
But you still kept that one.
Yeah, financial aid money out. Girl, I had to eat. I needed some McChickens the next day, man. No,
bro, that was gonna last them the whole year, bro.
But now I know that. I mean, I would give up my phone and things like that. I mean, because it's
I
not
wouldn't
worth
have
it,
given up my money either.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't carry the cash, bro.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna get robbed, bro,
Yeah.
pobrecitos on them. I don't
bro.
carry
You
nothing.
got your wallet like, damn, here's $20.
Go put $1 in
You
my
got
wallet.
food stamps at least? Bro?
Nothing.
Hey, I used to sell food stamps.
Bro, shut up. You would.
My
You
mom
were
used to
those kids. Bro, I had a
some
kid.
of
He'll
my
be like, hey, give me $20. I'll give you the food stamp.
Hey, for real though, I used to see those guys pull up at the gas stations
Yeah.
with those. You knew their credit cards were stolen, bro.
Yeah.
Because they'll walk up to you and they'll be like, "Hey, I'll pump $50, but you give me 25."
Yeah.
And you're just like, "That's a deal."
Yeah.
Like, say no
You're
more.
like, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's how I.
Not you being a.
Yeah.
Please,
Hey,
police
it's the
officers
hood.
watching this,
Hey, this
I'm
is-
so sorry.
This is the Hood Podcast, man. This is.
We should have labeled this the Hood Podcast
Yeah,
at this point.
Yeah, you know you were from the hood when.
No, I had a dude come up to me at Walmart. And he's like, hey, I have $250, in food stamps. Just give me
Give me $10.
$100. I'm like, bro, I know this dude stole his baby mama's food stamps.
Hey, that's what it was,
He
man.
stole
That
his
was a
baby
hustle,
mama's
dude.
food stamps and he
Yeah.
wanted money.
Before
was like,
social media
no.
was a thing, that was the grind.
He's like, I can take care of you. I'm like, baby, with food stamps.
Dang, dude. I remember we used to have we used to have WIC, all that stuff, bro.
Really? I never had it. And my mom, when I first had
Lucky
it.
you.
No.
just
I'm
kidding.
going to tell you why. My parents nunca se atrevieron ir a
They're embarrassed?
yeah.
Or they were like scared?
No, they said like, we rather just eat frijolitos. Like we would rather just eat beans than go to the government and ask for money.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
They're savage, bro.
No, until this day, I'm like, damn, like I'd rather keep it for the people that need it.
Yeah.
Because that's the one thing that would piss me off, the ones that didn't need it. And then they would be like Coach purses and like Louis Vuitton bags.
I
and then
remember
with
those people, yeah.
they had like a huge cart of food.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I would have sold that bag before I
Yeah.
went to ask for food stamps.
Yeah, I remember when we used to go to pantries. I mean, we used to go to a lot of pantries. I don't know if you
Yeah.
ever went to pantries when you were in the hood.
Yeah, I remember, well, not when COVID started, we went to a
Yeah,
pantry.
we would go to the pantries a lot, and you'd see people pulling up in like their new like
New
Chryslers,
vehicles, right, babe?
Cadillacs, and you'd be like, "Oh, are you giving out the pantry?" It's like,
Me
nah,
with-
they would
me
go for the
having-
baskets, bro.
Bro, me having to open the whole door because my window wouldn't roll down.
For real, we had
And
their
then with brand new
plastic
cars.
bags and everything. Plastic bags on the window.
Oh my God, bro. I swear
Yeah.
we have to do like 3 parts to this mug.
Yeah, bro.
But y'all, thank you so much for watching this podcast.
Oh,
It's
we
been
gotta
a long-
summarize it. My bad. Okay,
Oh, summarize this mug. Okay.
Hey,
No. Okay, so that's it, y'all. Okay, no.
Hey, the camera ends. That's it.
The camera.
My battery's about to
That's
die.
it.
For real, my battery's
Oh,
about to die.
okay. I hope you guys enjoyed Christian on here. Thank you so much for being on here. Shout out to you. Tell us your social media so people can follow you.
I don't have social media.
Get out
Sorry,
of
there's
here.
somebody that's looking for me. I told you guys I'm from the hood. No. So yeah, I mean, you guys can check me out. I don't really post, but I mean, I'll put my social media. It's ITS Chris Rocha. It's Chris Rocha.
Shout out to him.
That's it on all platforms. Coming near you to the store near you.
Look
No,
at
but
him. I'm about to write a book and
Yeah,
stuff
look at-
about
No,
the time
but-
that I almost got robbed.
For real. No, but I think the biggest takeaway is kind of what you said. For the most part, it's everything that you said, which is like, a lot of people, I hope that they can take away
Yeah.
that we're the same people, man.
We're regular people, bro.
normal. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this podcast, and thank you for having me, Evelyn.
Make sure you
hopefully
follow
she has
me
more.
everywhere. Yes, I'm gonna have Christian Rocha here for multiple podcasts because this was litty. Make sure you follow me on Evelyn Juarez Official on all platforms, and make sure you stay tuned for the next episode next week. Take care. Peace.